What up, y'all? This is Emily.
And I'm Lisa, and we are the Conscious Collaboration. Hey, Emily.
Hey.
Hey. So I
Happy
was just,
Pride Month. Speaking of hey,
who? What?
I said Happy Pride Month. Speaking of
Oh,
hey.
happy Pride Month. Yes, I'm so excited. I missed the parade in the golf court because I can't keep up with the flyers and whatnot. And I missed the one in St. Pete.
No,
Um,
you didn't. The St. Pete one is
they had a kickoff
the end of the
party.
month.
It was a kickoff party
Yeah, well,
Sunday.
they just ramped up the celebrations. You haven't missed the real deal.
Oh, yes, yes. I am really excited. I have tickets to, I'll send it to you to see if you want to go. Tickets to like a play that's really like part of Pride Month, which should be pretty fun.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I'm excited about it. And I love rainbows. So, um, yeah, every day I wore my rainbow earrings yesterday. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
Of
there'll
course,
be
we live,
a few rainbows around.
yes, we live in a area where it's rainbows all the time. So I love that.
Actually, I remember on Pride weekend last year, on the morning of my beach walk, I have a photo of this. It was like this
Yes.
perfect rainbow, and I was like, "Well, I think that's an endorsement from God, if
Yeah, I remember
if
that
anything
rainbow. Yeah, I think we all took
goes."
pictures of that rainbow, like because remember they the
Hey,
evil people,
the
um, the,
man.
the man painted over our rainbows, and
I
we had like
know.
so many rainbows in the sky after that, like in your face.
Like, what a waste of resources.
I know, but that was a funny, stupid fight to have, like
So
painting over rainbows.
stupid. And I like I go
Yes.
on that one specific corner on Central all the
Mhm,
time, and I'm
mhm,
always just
mhm.
like, this, like, why? Why did we need
It
to?
looks so dumb.
It's so dumb. It's clearly like something painted over. They didn't
Right.
even. It's just stupid.
It's a really, really ugly cover up,
Like
over
that is the
something that was
definition of being a fun ruiner
right. I
for
mean, that
no
was
reason.
such an iconic block, like, and still, like, we have so many pictures of the kids like crossing that block all the time because we obviously love the rainbows, and they grew up on that block. So like they're destroyed that their, old neighborhood was painted over. But now
Vandalized, right?
they were like, who did this? Where's the rainbow?
Or the
And
city or whatever.
so now they've allowed some of the bike racks have been painted rainbow in response, and
Oh,
those have
wow.
not been painted over. So either they snuck by or they allowed it. I don't know. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. But maybe rainbows is a theme for today's check-in.
Well, so far it is. We made it that way.
Rainbows and the significance. So we thought we would do a quick energy check-in. I was telling Emily before we hit record that I had quite a few conversations with people that were resonant with my energy, but we're all on different paths. So not like I'm trying to impose my energy on anybody, but
Stop imposing your energy on me.
it's assaulting. Yeah. Well, as a projector, as a human design projector, I'm told that our energy can be assaulting sometimes. So that's
Why are
funny.
you so obsessed with me? Why are you assaulting me?
You chose me.
One
Um,
of my personalities did. Listen, I can't be accountable for every single one of
right. Well,
them.
yes, you knew what you were doing.
They're going wild
Um,
right now.
so we're going to do an energy check-in to see how this is related to rainbows, I think, but seeing what the current energy is around the collective and what we can do in the coming week to have more clarity,
Bring a
ease, and
little
joy.
color into our lives.
Add some color. Yeah. So the current energy, we always get this centering in truth. It's like the one that looks like it has like a platypus
Us.
or a penguin diving
Okay.
into the depths. and it's
Yeah.
centering in truth is hexagram 61. And we're shifting into hexagram 32, endurance. That's like a wave building to
Yeah.
me, but it's the energy of thunder above and wind below.
Oh,
Makes me think of that song that thunder only happens. What is it?
I don't know.
You
What
don't know
is
that
it?
song. You don't know that song, and I'm not going to sing all of it. Somebody knows what it is. It'll come to me. Fleetwood
Somebody
Mac.
knows.
Fleetwood
Oh,
Mac.
oh, oh, oh. Yeah. Well,
So hexagram 61 shifting into 32, according to the I Ching. This is what our energy is currently and what it's shifting into. And let's see what that has to do. Um, okay. So current energy centering in truth, wind above, lake below, involves becoming conscious of the relationship between your heart and the circumstances of your life. And this requires connecting with the fundamental wisdom that is within you, within other people, and within all of nature. And truth becomes power when you let go of prejudice and make yourself receptive to the world as it really is. Hmm. So having a willingness to see into the heart of things rather than merely looking at appearances. Oh, here we're getting into stories about nature. When your inner life is clouded, your influences in the world is likewise hidden. If you are fearful, you will be attacked. If you cloak mysteries with dogma, opportunities for insight will be lost. Interesting. If you cloak mysteries with dogma, opportunities for insight will be lost. Isn't dogma like, related to religion or like,
it doesn't have to be religion. You can use it. It's like very rigid, sort of rules
parameters?
that, right, where it doesn't always make sense. Like you can use it in the context of, like diet tribes, right?
Yeah.
Carnivore, vegan, paleo,
Mhm.
etc. um, Many of which I, at some point in my life, have been, a bit dogmatic about for a period of time. But when you're sort of going by these, yeah, rules or parameters, and if you were to really take a step back without perhaps an emotional attachment to the situation, then the parameters aren't always, grounded in logic and reason.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if you're cloaking mysteries with dogma, opportunities for insight will be lost. So it's like trying to put parameters around things that like we're caging them in instead of allowing them to be
Exactly.
opportunities.
Exactly. Right. If you're very dogmatic about not eating gluten, and there isn't necessarily, say, a medical reason to not eat gluten, that doesn't mean you have
Mhm.
to eat gluten, but there could be scenarios where you're just pushing this I can't touch or be in the same room with gluten thing, and there's really no reason or benefit to being that way.
You're
Would
not
be an
gonna,
example in
yes,
reality.
you might not combust. There might be an opportunity in there, or something else you might learn if you're not
Yeah, there's nuance,
rigid.
there's insights. You could, if you weren't being dogmatic about it, for example, find out that you actually do really well when you eat fermented sourdough, even though
Right,
it has gluten in it.
right, right. So yeah, so it says the power of truth can break through even the most stubborn minds, including your own. Yeah, I mean, I think also just coming, looking at each circumstance under its own organic nature versus imposing previous experiences on one that it should be treated completely separate. I know I fall into that sometimes. I catch myself falling into that because it's more comfortable to be like, these are the parameters around something based on all of this experience, instead of seeing an opportunity and new resources or perspectives or solutions. Yeah. So I don't know if that resonates with anybody yet. In a debate, the power to perceive the truth in another's position is essential to winning the contest. Generally, it is possible to influence even the most difficult people or improve the most difficult circumstances through the power of shedding light on universal truths, for truth is something to which all beings naturally respond. Oh,
Mm.
that's good advice. So I don't know if that's resonant to me right now. If you cultivate this ability and become adept at using it, it will allow you to relate to those who might come to share a common purpose with you for the greater good. Good. I really like that. That feels helpful to me. That's the current energy right now. And we're going to look at the nuance change line starting at the top. So this might be divine intervention message from higher self. In the end, words are birds. We've had a lot of chuckles over words are birds, by the way. So,
Words are birds.
gosh darn, if we don't get this card very often, this hexagram. In
Gosh
the
darn
end, words are birds, and experience is the tree they roost in. The power of inner truth is rooted in the tree. Birds come and go. Talk is cheap, but integrity is mighty.
it.
Oh, took it to another level. But they didn't even intend
Oh,
that.
so dumb. Words are birds.
Unity is possible when the force of an integrated personality can radiate influence. What's an integrated personality? Unity is possible when the force of an integrated personality can radiate influence. Such a person guides through the power of suggestion. Okay. So, like, making it someone else's idea, like guiding them to it without dictating it to them, probably.
Jedi mind tricking.
Yeah.
Go.
That's very Gemini, huh? Um, the prosperity that resides in this leader's hearts affects others through their very existence. If such a person is true at heart, coming into their circle of influence brings great good fortune. So, whether that's us in this energy or the people that are around us, it's a very like empowering, like letting people come to the same realization that you know to be true. So whether someone's doing that to you or whether you're doing that to them, which one do you think it is?
It's both always. That's kind of the game in life. Like that's communication, that's messaging, right? Like how it cuz you really do with anything, literally anything. You can't, I won't speak in absolutes, but it's very very hard to convince someone or be convinced of something, right?
Mhm.
It has to be facilitated in such a way where it does feel like your choice or your idea or your
Yeah.
conclusion that you found. And I think those that's a skill. At the Conscious Collaboration Podcast, we are proud affiliates of Atapa medical grade red light therapy devices. Red light therapy boasts a long list of clinically proven benefits, many that I and many of my clients have experienced firsthand. You can be sure that you'll be able to train harder, recover faster, and sleep better with Atapa red light therapy. Visit myatapa.com, myatapa.com, or use the link in our Instagram bio to shop with the code COLLAB15, that's COLLAB 15, for a discount on your device. Of like the greatest communicators, the greatest messengers, right, is to do that with people.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, I
help
think
guide people to making their own conclusion instead of,
right,
"You need to do this, you need to do that." That just doesn't,
right. It's
um
more like you're coming from a place of like, hey, I'm on your team. We have a
Yep.
difference of opinion. Here's what I would do, but I understand this is what you want to do. Um, you know, I think there's a lot of acceptance in that. Like our intentions are all good. We want to support each other and recognizing that and whatever it is, if it's work related or relationship. Um, okay, so moving down the line, there's a lot of change lines. There's one, two, we just got through two. We're on to the third, and then we have one more. So that's quite a bit of change lines, a lot of transformation happening. And we just got out of some blue moon or something.
Yeah, it was a blue moon, full moon Sagittarius.
Yeah, lots of car accidents around that time.
Yeah, and,
Mm.
some other drama around here, especially.
Yeah, like the kid uprising in
The kid
Clearwater.
there was 2 shootings, 2 weeks in a row. There was one on Beach Drive last
Yeah.
weekend, and then there was the teenager takeover thing.
Clearwater.
Mhm.
Yeah, boy, school's out carries a different weight
Mm,
now.
mhm.
Used to be like school's out, run, play, like work on your cars, like in Greece, and now it's like gang wars. I
Yeah.
don't know. That's sad. They need to listen to us and practice the I Ching. To remain consistent with your own truth is not easy. To correct this, be like a horse in the year of the horse. Be like a horse that pulls the plow straight ahead, bearing its burden resolutely and refusing to glance sideways, even to its mate, while the work is in progress. Ooh. Don't be distracted by trendy fashions and clicks. Instead, dig down deeply, and your field will yield a bountiful harvest. Well, that's very worky sounding. Like, that's very like this energy, the current energy is very much like put your nose down, get some work done. I know you're getting ready to jump back into work too. Like, it's very much that, like, forge forward.
Mhm.
But not everything lasts forever. And then lastly, inner preparation brings success, personal stability of character, and a steadfast dedication to truth that underlies every situation inevitably leads to good fortune. Relying on the perceptions of others is not possible in this context. Hmm. You must learn to stand on your own, learn to be self-reliant, and learn to apply the power of knowing to make the right moves at the right time. So I guess that means like trusting your inner self and not crowdsourcing and checking, double check. You don't have time to be crowdsourcing your next move from everybody.
Yeah, well, we're always talking about the vacillation between push and pull, work, receive, right? And so I take that as now is the push time.
So
Nose
that
to the
takes us,
grindstone. We got some
yeah.
energy, let's go. And don't
So
spend too much time trying to get everybody's different opinion about
approval.
it. I don't know if that's a Gemini ish energy. I know that definitely resonates with me like my entire life. Like I will seek out advice from time to time. I try to know what I don't know, but I really I've always been a minimalist as far as like how much advice I would like to seek out, because at a certain point, and I think this is probably a little bit different for every person, but at a certain point it's too much information, and you start just, teetering on every, like, it's like analysis paralysis, because you've got too many cooks in the kitchen, too many opinions. And
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think when you seek out opinions habitually, then people even start to push them on you more because maybe they get used to you, seeking their advice.
Yeah, you're right. Like, and I did read a study earlier in the year about this being a trait for a lot of females, where they followed girls from pre-adolescence to 20 years old or around that time, and females and males. And when you're a child, you're more like, I like chocolate. I want to do this. Like you have your own opinion. And then the girls start to ask their parents for permission.
Yep.
Like, and then it becomes like, what's your favorite color? And they look to their parent, like, what's my favorite
Yep.
color? Like, you know
Yep.
your favorite color. And the boys ask for what they want all the time, no hesitation. And we're always like looking for permission if it's okay to say
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. I've heard people cite studies about that where like at a certain age, say like 7, 8 years old or something like that, the boys and the girls are equally asking for, or saying what they want. But then when it gets to like 12 or 13 or so, then it starts diverging by sex, and the girls start to, or whether it be their parents or each other, right? Well, what are you wearing? Well, what are you eating?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
what are you,
Yeah.
like,
What's everybody wearing?
what are
Right.
you going to do
Yeah.
today? And then it starts to become the, um, what, like mimetic
Mhm.
almost. But I think
Yeah.
that's more cultural than biological.
Yeah, that's interesting. I know I even like fall. Luckily, I live with some distance from my parents, but I know sometimes when I go to visit, I feel myself step back a little to my parents in conversation and let them talk first, or if we're, at a party or a gathering or something, almost like I revert back to that a little and catch myself, like, what am I doing? It's important to remember yourself and your own perspective.
Mhm.
That's maybe relevant to this energy, but you're exactly right. Like everything that we just talked about in those change lines talks about the endurance part. And I think in the year
Mhm.
of the horse, we were talking about wild horses and running and momentum, but like also it mentions in this card pulling the plow and the work aspect of it too. And so that's really interesting. Forward energy is all about that endurance, thunder above, wind below. And the image in the artwork is reminds me of like a building cloud, like a storm cloud kind of, but also kind of like a wave when it
And
pulls
just
in
forward
water,
movement, like
like building
the,
up.
the jet stream left behind or whatever. Um,
Yeah. So it's, just to close it out with a bow on it, true endurance is not based on rigidity. We were talking about not putting things in that dogma pattern because endurance implies flexibility and not being locked in position. Only by adapting to change can we stay in the race, and only by deepening our sense of purpose can we call forth the strength to win it.
mhm.
Continuity is achieved through movement, not by keeping still. That which has ceased to grow is degrading towards death. Okay, I Ching.
Well,
Um,
that's Tupac too.
and
That's a
Tupac.
Tupac quote on my yoga studios website. If you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not
Yeah.
changing, you're dying. Hmm.
Be actively changing, but stay strongly connected with your roots, your deepest thoughts and feelings. So there you go.
Hmm.
So if you catch yourself shrinking back and you are losing your leadership edge in life and work or parenting or whatever it may be, um, snap out of it.
Can't get out of it.
Snap out of it. Hey, I don't know if we talked about in the last episode, but your advice, like, to get out of, I don't know if you said it in the recording or outside of it, but your advice to, what was it you said to me when you're in a low vibe situation? You just say,
Oh,
oh,
cancel.
cancel. So
Cancel
I
that thing.
was, I had a bunch of like situations that were frustrating to me. So like today I told, harkening back to Michelle from our earlier episodes, I told Michelle that I was driving down the road going, cancel, cancel.
Cancel. Yeah.
Anyway, so it's now a song, but there you go. Carrying forward, I
I
just want you to
mean,
know,
it
I
worked.
want you to know I was using that, and it did get me into a higher vibe state. Not, yeah.
I
So thank you.
mean, thoughts be thinking.
Yeah.
And I don't know, especially with the extra Gemini energy going, like they be thinking.
Yeah.
And I've found that to be an effective way to just like cut it
Yeah. Cut it out.
cut
Yes.
it out.
What is that from? That's
Full
from
House.
Full
Uncle Joe.
House. Cut
Yeah.
it out. That's right. To all the Gen Xers and millennials and out there. Well, everybody's watching
Yeah.
Full House.
Shout out to John Stamos too.
Mhm.
Speaking of Full House.
Yes.
Just because he never gets old.
Yeah, just because you're
I
right.
mean,
That's
he
right.
gets old, but like, glancing at him,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
appreciating his
Yes. Well,
freak.
that's really nice. I think he'll appreciate that. We'll hashtag
Well,
that.
I did recently see him on the Kevin Hart roast. Did you watch that?
Oh, I did watch that. Yes. Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out. All right. Hashtag John Stamos, Full House.
Uncle Jesse forever.
Well, Emily, with all the endurance that we got from this, take that into your next meeting.
Forever. Oh, do you remember that?
What?
That was Uncle Jesse's song on Full House.
What was it?
Forever, forever. It was like a 90s power ballad. It was called Forever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do remember that actually.
Every word I said could make you laugh. I'd talk forever.
Oh, that's great. Okay. And close because we're not paying royalties in case, because now we actually have people listening to us. So we didn't hit the 15-second mark. So I think we're safe, but
If it was
gracias,
good
John
enough to be
Stamos.
sued, I'll say it was worth it.
Yeah, exactly. If that's the one fine we have to pay, that will be worth it. Yeah, so we're going down on that. All right. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it resonated and that it supports you in whatever that you're plowing through at this time. And we invite you to join us inside of the Conscious Collaboration Collective, our closed and private Facebook group. If you're not in there now, you're missing out. And so join us inside there. The link is provided in the description. Thank you so much for listening to us. If you found us for the first time, make sure you follow us and subscribe so you can hear us again.
Woo! You're like an auctioneer there.
This is my first
Like
time.
the Hot Wheels guy.
214 episodes.
Woo woo!
So it just kind of rolls. This is how I say goodbye to,
years.
it's how I say goodbye to everybody, like, in at the end of a coffee date or
Smash that like button.
Yes. It's just part of my vernacular at this point.
When I meet people in person.
I'm just a walking
Smash
podcast.
that like button.
Yes. Join us inside of the collective. See you there. All right. Good catching up with you, Emily. Good catching up with you, everybody. We'll talk to you in 5.
Talk to you in 5. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank y'all so much for listening to our podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends so they can join our circle of collaboration on this journey. You can find us on Instagram at Conscious Collaboration Podcast, on Spotify, iTunes, and Audible, to name a few. Please join us next time for another deep dive into how you can live life in more alignment, mind, body, and business. Send us your questions and comments in our DMs or email us at consciouscollaborationpodcast@gmail.com. See you in 5 minutes.